Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brian here, back with another video. And today we're going to be looking at 5 hotels or resorts in Bago, Myanmar. It used to be called Burma, and this place actually used to be called Pegu, which we're going to be taking a look at the Pegu Lodge there. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reviewing 5 categories out of 5 stars. With the first category, it's going to be location. Second is going to be style or what it is. Third will be some pictures. Fourth will be some reviews. And lastly, 5 will be some curb appeal. Unfortunately, this video is going to be looking a little bit different because I'm on my iPad this time around. But we can see that the street view is going to be pretty minimal. It's pretty much just this one road. But we're going to be dishing out a lot of 1 stars. But without a further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so for the first place, we are going to be looking at the Pegu Lodge, just because we did mention it. There's no street view, so basically we're just going to breeze right past all of that. There's no curb appeal. Most of these, if not all of these, are not going to have any curb appeal. So it looks like it's 4 stars, 113 reviews, and it looks like it is a hotel. It does have a website. Maybe we'll go and see the website real quick. First look at the reviews. They were able to speak fluent English and accommodate my bicycle. Nice, good for him. But I wonder why it's not a 5 stars. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures. That is the front, presumably. Hopefully, if we had street view, we would be able to see that. Some of the beds. This is a garden. You can kind of see bike storage back there a little bit, little bridge. This is known for its pagodas. We are in Asia, so they do have some really interesting architecture. But that's the inside. That's our bellman, or the front desk person. But we can see the chairs match, table matches. It's got some nice mosaics on the floor. It's got some good style. That's the picture without the guy. Bathtub. Breakfast maybe. Some fruit. It does have signage. That's something that's nice to note, is it does have a sign. A little bus, maybe a shuttle bus. I'm not too sure of how close we are to the airport. I think we are a little bit away from the bus route, which was the... Oh. That's why people come to this place. That is not our building, but cool architecture. Oh, I guess that's it for the pictures. There wasn't really a whole lot of pictures. There's not a whole lot of street view really either. So it seems kind of limited. How much are the prices? $36 a night? That's not bad. For the reviews, first review 4 months ago, 1 star. The hotel service was very poor, unresponsive. The room was nice. It seems like it's all about that service. Found it to be a good choice. 4 stars. We were in the group, first guests, 7 years ago. So this was just before COVID. 4 stars. 5 stars. It gives a feeling like countryside. 3 stars. It's an okay option. It's a 15-minute walk from the highway. And the rooms were fine. But the bathrooms were a little musty. 4 stars. This guy did a couple of the pictures. It's a nice place to stay. Clean rooms. 5 stars. 4 stars. It might be opening 2019. What are all these pictures? How come we didn't get to see these ones? No, we saw that one. Table. Oh. That's the car. Bathroom. Some dude in the hallway. Yeah, I wish we saw more of that. That's the outside building. It's got some style on the outside. I mean, it does have a label. It does say the hotel out front, so that's good. Rooms are spacious, 5 stars. New hotel, helpful staff. So it's a brand new hotel, and then COVID hit. I'm not sure how Myanmar did during COVID. Standard concrete block. Clean room, 5 stars. This is January 24th, 2019. Stayed 2 or 3 times 3 years ago. Hotels, rooms, clean, 4 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. Clean room, no restaurant, swimming pool. Well, it looks like they had a restaurant, maybe like a breakfast area. They serve breakfast, but never do enough for guests. Huh. Stay was comfortable. The environment was nice. Hotels nice, clean. But see, these are just pictures of the countryside. Okay. And they speak English. Some Chinese. This guy's Italian. Great staff. Great service. Nice hotel. It's all about that service. Even though you gave it a 3 stars, it's all about that service. No. In Chinese. Okay. Alright, well, I guess that's going to do it for that. Can we look at the website? Let's see. I don't know how it's going to work on the iPad. But let's take a look. Use Google. Oh. Alright, let's take a look at the website. Mingalabar. We wish you a pleasant stay in our little hotel. Well, it's got some size. 22 rooms. All rooms have AC. Phone. Whatever. It does have a restaurant. Sorry, we only serve cold drinks and snacks. So they serve beer and rice. But they give hotel recommendations for restaurants. So that's good. Service, it's all about that service. Free Wi-Fi, TVs, laundry, hot water, bikes, bus tickets, rental car, airport. Wow. This place does a lot. It even gives you local things. Nice. Sorry, my recording accidentally got out. I think looking at websites is going to give me kind of issues, at least on the tablet. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and give our review of the Bago Lodge. For the location, it's not really near anything. It's kind of in the center. I would say for location, we're going to give that a 3. I think that's being fair. For the style or what it is, it's got some style. Looking at the outside of the building, it's got style to it. It's clear to tell what it is. It's a hotel. It has a little restaurant and branding out front, so it's got some style. I would say style we're gonna give a 4. Everything is put together, but it's not authentic. You know, you want that pagoda style, or I don't know what the other hotels or resorts look like, but we're gonna give that a baseline of 4 for now, just to see what the other places look like. For the pictures did pretty well. This is exactly what it is. We got to see the lobby, we got to see whatever the restaurant was, mostly just breakfast in the waiting area. We got to see a couple of the rooms, bathtubs, the outside of the building, and whatnot. So we got to see some good stuff. So we're going to give that probably a 5. We did pretty good. Some of it was product pictures, but we did pretty good, so we're gonna give that a 5. For the reviews, only 4 stars on the reviews. I guess there was some issues with service. Yeah, I guess some of the issues with service. So we're gonna give that probably a 3. Even though it says 4, we're gonna give that a 3. Just because, they could have done better. And then lastly, for curb appeal, we're gonna give the curb appeal 1 star. Hate to do it, but it's gonna be a common theme of this video. This one's gonna be pretty quick, so instant 1 star. And on to our next location. Alright, so for the second place we're going to be looking at the Golden Paradise Water Park and Resort. We are a bit out of the way in Bago. We're kind of down this road a little bit. With this water park though, it has 4.5 stars and 40 reviews. So it's not too popular, but it's a little bit popular. There's no website to it, but we're not really going to look at the website. And there's no street view. But let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures. There's the water park. We have some foliage, the lazy river, a couple of cabanas. Maybe you can grab a drink with your friends or something. That's the front. That's kind of the amphitheater. Maybe they do music, some concert performances. It's an okay water park. That's the music as well. And people enjoying their time. More amphitheater. And that's one of the decorations. I guess it's all for pictures. So the pictures, there wasn't a whole lot, but there were some videos. We got to see a decent idea of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reviews. So for the reviews, 4 months ago, 4 stars, fair price, the owner's kind, good relax, no earring with sound box for the first time in my life. That's good. Great place for fun, needs proper maintenance to last long. Maybe they have some maintenance issues. Good resort to relax and chill. 5 stars, really good. Good place, 4 stars. Went there with my friends on the Thing Yan holiday. I'm unfamiliar with that holiday, but that was 3 weeks ago. Good for them. I was late and I couldn't find a place to sit, so next time I'll have to bring my own mat and chair. Heineken. She's giving the prices and whatnot. 2 stars. The place can easily get dirty. Go on the weekends. Weekday, no wait though. 4 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. These are just kind of random advertisements at this point. Oh well. But that's going to do it for the reviews. And we already saw the pictures. And there's no street view. So, yeah, there's not really a whole lot to really see with this water park. But, anyway, I guess let's go ahead and give it our review. So, for the Golden Paradise Water Park, for the location, we're going to give a location like a 1. This is pretty far out there. I don't know anybody who's going to this. This is a 1. For the style or what it is, it's got style. It's got something to it. We're gonna give it a 3. I think that's the best that we can do, is probably give it a 3. For the pictures, we saw a little bit around it. We got to see kind of the area. We got to see some of the plants, the cabanas that they have, the amphitheater. There's not a whole lot to it. There's just not a whole lot to it. So pictures, we're gonna give it a 3. Reviews, mixed reviews. but overall pretty well. There are some spam ones, so we're probably gonna give reviews of 3 as well. I mean, geez, pretty tough. And then lastly, for curb appeal, there was no curb, so we're gonna give that a 1 star. I mean, it's just a simple fact. If there's no curb, 1 star. And that is going to do it for our review of the Golden Paradise Water Park and Resort. And on to our next location. Alright, so for the next place that we actually found an actual resort. This is the Royal Garden Hotel and Resort. We are a little closer to the road there, but still no street view, unfortunately. 4 stars, 65 reviews, and there are 2 pools for woman, kid, and family. So that's the first review. No website, once again, but we weren't really going to take a look at the website. But let's look at some pictures. So this is the front. This is that pagoda that we were talking about. Hopefully we can get that style. We can see the logo there. Nice chandelier as well. Indoor decorations as well as some outside foliage. Pretty nice. That's the bed. That's how they do their towels. This might be a couple's retreat or something like that, maybe. 2 twins. Pretty common. That's the outside. That's the bath, maybe again for the lovers package. Those are presumably the cabins. That's the little garden. That's also the garden. Hopefully we can see some good pictures. Oh, this is the banquet room. This is the conference center. I'm sure that they do some sort of ceremonial thing or whatever they have over there. This is the cabanas that they have that you can book out probably. Banquet event. Couple of waters, more waters, wine. Product. These are just product shops. Wait, charging stations. So they have charging stations. And that's it for pictures. So pretty small in the pictures. Alright. Once again, it's going to be a little disappointing, but that's okay. Let's take a look at some reviews. The rooms are wide. 3 stars though. Breakfast is served a certain kind of food every day. It's not much to choose. 5 stars, good place to chill, family vibes, swimming pool for customers. 1 star, hotel from hell. Room is not good, very bad smelling room. There are mosquitoes in the room. Uh-oh. Well, you're by a garden. There's lots of water. I would imagine there being mosquitoes. Or in a place like this, it might rain a lot, so something to think about. Bathtub is cozy, but water are mixed with sentiment and dirt. Not sediment, like rocks. It's sentiment, like love. The Royal Garden Resort in Bago, Myanmar offers a tranquil retreat that seamlessly combines modern comfort with natural beauty. Well, we saw a little bit of that. We got to see a little bit of that. Swimming pools. Apparently they're pay for use. Pork steaks. Good place to stay and relax. 5 stars. No good for food when you are swimming. The waiters don't care. Uh-oh. It's all about that service. 4 star. They are very short on staff. Uh-oh. Service. Foods are delicious. Taste far. Fare is rare. Not rare. Anyway. Hotel location is very far from the bus stop. Yes, we did see that. It is kind of far. We're gonna review a location about that. This space is lazy. 1 star. I stayed at this hotel over 50 times. Holy jeez. Between 2 years. This guy would use the bar every other week or so, I guess. 3 stars, you can relax. 1 star, 5 stars, and that's the vibe. Some language text, not sure, but anything else to look at? No. Oh well. All right. That is going to do it for the Royal Garden Hotel and Resort. Let's go ahead and give it our review. For location, um, we're gonna give location a 3. Again, this isn't too far from the bus line, being this one street view road that we have, but it's a little tucked away. I mean, you could get there, but it's a little tucked away. Um, so we're gonna give location a 3. For style or what it is, it's definitely got more style than the other ones. So probably style, we're gonna give a 4. This did pretty good on the style. I would say this is more authentic to what we were thinking about when you go to, Southeast Asia or something like that. But we're gonna give that a 4. For the pictures, fair amount of pictures. A lot of them were mostly product pictures, but a little bit better. We'll give pictures probably a 4 compared to the rest because these did at least something. They did justice. Well, the other one we gave 5. That's a little bit cheating. So we'll probably give this one a 5 as well. For the reviews, not a whole lot of reviews, but it's all about that service. So once again, 3 stars. We care about that service. And then lastly, for the curb appeal, there's no curb appeal. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to give that a 1 star once again. And that is going to do it for the Royal Garden Hotel and Resort. Hopefully we can get someplace good because it's looking pretty bleak. These stats are going to be pretty bad. That's okay though. Every place has its charm. It's just the curb appeal takes a lot out of it. Anyway, on to our next location. Alright, so for the next place that we found the Kan Bauza Hinthar. This is a 3-star hotel. It's in between the 2 main roads, but still no street view. That's pretty unfortunate, but 4 stars, 300 reviews, $37 a night. It's actually not that bad. I don't know how that conversion works in local currency, but maybe it's a little bit pricier. 4 stars, 8 months ago. Hotel choice whenever I visit. That's good. Well, is there a website? No. Let's go ahead and see. Ooh, here we go. It's got some nice outside decorations. It's got some plants, foliage. It's definitely more modern. Open floor plan. I think that's a king bed. Celebration dinner. I don't know what they're celebrating, but they have outdoor patio. And it looks like they have some pools as well. Pools are pretty big here in Myanmar. I'm starting to notice that, or at least in this area or town. Here's some of the beds. Superior room. This is breakfast. That's the front desk. That's the vibe. We have food. Once again, random lady. Some banking event, some birthday party, some engagement. These are all product pictures. Zoe, or Zhao, and Kane. Zoe and Kane. Congratulations. Those are all the pictures that it was showing us. Yeah, this is the front. We can see it as a hotel. It's not some shack. But here's the accommodations. couple of the beds, pools, hotel. It's got some outside logos. And this place is actually a lot bigger than what you might think it is. If it's also the same buildings, then I think these are individual units. Bar and I don't know what that word says. Pretty nice. I mean, this looks pretty nice. Plus, there's parking too. Maybe there's a shuttle. Bar and restaurant. Yeah, I knew it said restaurant, but it looked weird when we looked at the picture. And that is the city hall, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Some sort of historic building. Oh, that guy's a tourist. Look at him. Cultural center. It could be a cultural center. But this hotel looks pretty good. It's very modern. There's not much room amenities, but there might be, I don't know, just bottles of water. There might be a restaurant that serves breakfast for the guests and to pay for the pool. So that was pretty good. We got to see quite a bit off of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reviews. This person says it's their 4-star choice. 24-hour electricity despite frequent blackouts. Wow. There we go. That's the details. There's blackouts in Bago. Okay. That happens. Nice room, 4 stars. Very good, 4 stars. Room is tidy. Honest review, 1 stars. And I got a room like a trash can. The rooms are too small and breakfast is not good. Receptionists are unethical. Air conditioner's not working well. If you have a bad experience like me, enjoy the hotel. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully nobody has any bad experiences. Somebody's been up there. Good night. Pew, 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 pew. And paper. Whatever. 3 stars. 3 stars. Spam. 4 stars. Good place to relax. 3 stars. Nice rooms. 4 stars. Reception was helpful. Like at a 5-star hotel. What is a 5-star hotel in Myanmar? That's a good question. I want to see what a 5-star hotel looks like. Because, I mean, there's some cultural ones, but they seem kind of modern or they aren't really a hotel. Well, resort. We looked at the resort. It was a water park resort. So when I think resort, I think hotel, bar, water park, or something, pool, fitness center. You know, you want the fitness center too. 5 stars 8 years ago. Honestly, cannot say enough good things about this place. Good accommodating staff. No offense to the previous visitors who gave the good reviews. I have a different perspective than them. Oh well. 4 stars. Unique hotels among Bago. Nice food. Electricity was cut several times. AC is quite old, but staff is helpful. Honestly, one of the worst hotel experiences. Did a pre-booking and still wasn't able to give my room. Room's okay. 4 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. It's a toss-up. Nothing worth staying. Rooms are not tidy. Housekeeping's below average. Pool water is not clean. Only plus point is property is new. 4 stars? I mean, they did a renovation probably. But someone's given a review from 8 years ago, so it's just been updated. I think that's really what it is. So that's going to do it for the reviews. Still no street view. That kind of sucks. Still no street view. But, oh well. What can you do? So let's go ahead and give our review of the Kanbauza Hinthar Hotel. And let's start with the location. Location... It's in a downtown area. There's some restaurants. There's a What building is this? A pagoda. Anyway, so location, we're probably going to give a 4. I think that's our best bet because it's in between this road and in between this road. And there's a golf course, a couple other hotels. This is kind of like the touristy area, you know? This is kind of where you want to be. So we're going to give that a 4. For the style or what it is, it seems pretty modern. Style, we're going to give a 4. Again, we're not going to give a 5 just yet because I'm waiting for that wow, but I don't think this is going to happen. So style, we're going to give it a 4. It's modern, it's sleek, it's updated, it has multiple buildings, it seems, restaurant and bar, which is good. You know, you want some place than that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give that a 4. For the pictures, there was a lot of product pictures, but I think that we saw a decent amount of pictures. We'll give pictures a 4. We can't quite give them 5 stars. We're going to give them a 4. And for the reviews, once again, 3 stars. It's all about that service. I mean, that's the biggest thing is you want that service. Blackouts is something they can't control. So we're not knocking them off for that. But we kind of want that service to really go into effect. You know, we want them to be there. Housekeeping's below average. I mean, the receptionist wasn't good. It sucks. Hard to see. But we're going to give that 3 for the reviews. And lastly, for curb appeal, there's no curb. So, once again, we're just going to have to give that 1 star. Alright, so for our 5th and final location we're going to be looking at the Hotel Aroma. It has 3.5 star reviews, 100 reviews in total. And the first review is price is high. But the location's good. I do agree, the location is good. We are on the bus line there, which is nice. If you wanted to, you can cross the river. But no website, that's okay. Let's take a look at some pictures. So we see logo and branding out front. Hotel Aroma, you can tell what it is. That's the side of the building. They have a couple of basic, I would imagine, 2 twins or something like that, just kind of standard hotel units. This is the reception desk. It is clearly a reception desk. They have 2 phones, but I would imagine only 1 person, maybe 2 people working there. I don't know how busy this hotel actually is. There's the 2 twins. You have water on the table, TV, a tissue box. There's some motorcycles. I don't think there's really motorcycle parking, but they just kind of park them under the canopy there. That's the sign at night. That's the TV, chair, table, whatnot. That's the vibe, the guy behind the desk. ATM nearby, that's always good. Bikes, storage, cars. This is the hallway. The rooms are actual physical locks. This is from 9 years ago. I don't know if they've gone any changes or anything like that. But the floor is kind of like a school floor or something like that. Wallpaper. I imagine it gets dusty or dirty. Kettle. You have a kettle in the room. You have this plant in the stairwell here. Nice little plant. I do like the stairs though. Couple of boxes. Can we see more pictures? I'd like to try to see more pictures. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Um, a lot of these are people. We don't really want people. This is a picture from the car, from the courtyard, the bathroom. I guess it's just that. Another courtyard. That was the vibe outside. Oh, that was the guy. Oh, okay. So let's take a look at the reviews. So right off the bat, it says that location is good. Um, they just need to better that service. Cleaning products, rooms, not that good. This is actually not one of the better ones. Decent hotel, but a bit expensive for what you get. Wi-Fi is good though. They have an air conditioning and water heater. Staying here for 2 weeks, cable head TV, only 3 channels. Towels need to be bleached, floor mopped properly. Oh, what a nightmare. Rooms are okay, but need improvement in cleanliness. 3 stars, and it's an acceptable hotel. Price is high. Breakfast is normal. Not every room has hot water. Oh, jeez. Nice hospitality, very friendly to travelers. Didn't stay at the hotel, so I cannot comment on the rooms. But they helped me get on my way. Oh, that's good for them. 4 stars. Price is cheap. They probably offer breakfast and stuff like that. Price is cheap. Reasonable for rooms. Prices provided by hotel. But they should do maintenance. Nice room except for the bathroom. Stains, standard motel sheets, and raging air. Oh, black mold. But you didn't hear that from me. Air conditioning's bad, water heater bad, refrigerator bad. This place is run down. Pipes are clogged. Good location, good rooms, not good Wi-Fi. Not bad. This is tough. A lot of people don't like this. This guy gave 3 stars and it says 2.6. Normal. Good. 4. 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Jeez. It's the best here. Clean, good service, nice and clean, room spacious. Maybe during COVID. But we're seeing a decline in how it is. All right. Well, this is on a busy street, so let's see if there's some street view. Hopefully. Oh my God. Damn. Well, I was excited. We almost had street view, but I don't know. I just have shitty Wi-Fi, I guess. Same thing with the website. I mean, the website we looked at earlier was a little bit iffy. But there is street view. I just couldn't see it. Maybe, I don't know. This area is weird. So, can we see it? All right. Well, whatever. I think that's going to do it for the Hotel Roma. Let's go ahead and give our review for the location. We're going to give it a location of 5 stars. This is right next to a bus line. There's some restaurants nearby. This is a cheap hotel if you ever need one. I mean, you can get across the river. Maybe see some more of the place. But for Bago, this is where you want to be. So this is good. For the style, or what it is, the style, we're going to give it a 3. It's got style. It's a cheap hotel. That's the style of it. So, we're going to give it a 3. It could have done better. Of course it could have done better. But, oh well. For the pictures, we did get to see a good amount of pictures, but they could have done a little bit better. We got to see the rooms. We got to see some areas. I would say for pictures, we're probably gonna give that a 3. Um, this one's just gonna be consistent 3 across the board. That's how I feel. Um, for the reviews, people hated this place. Reviews, we're probably gonna give a 1. Honestly, no, we'll give it a 2. We'll be generous. We'll give it a 2, just because some people might have liked it, but overall, I think that this was a very poor location. Well, not location, a very poor review place that it could have done better, but it served its purpose. So that's just how it is. And then lastly, for curb appeal, um, well, we couldn't see the curb appeal, but there's potential for curb appeal. So what we'll do is we'll give that a 2, just because there's not, we can't rule it out. There is a curb appeal. We can't rule it out. I just couldn't see it. Um, so we'll just give that a 2. And with that being said, that is going to do it for our review of the Hotel Aroma, and on to our final segment where we review all the places. Alright, here we are at the City Hall of Bago to give our final decision on the places that we saw today. I'm going to go ahead and put those hats on board. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe for more. I do pop up pretty often. So, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. We'll take a look at another random city in the world. We'll see what it has to offer. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.